Hi, I'm G, and this is the G Spot. So, welcome back to the blog. I really feel like yesterday's blog was a bit of a train wreck, and I'm hoping to improve. I do have an idea to talk about today, and I'm hoping maybe that'll flow into another idea. We'll get two topics off. It'll be interesting. Did make a couple decisions. Not going to read poems because I don't feel that came off well, and I didn't really like doing it. And two, Kay let me know that some of my pauses were way too long. The thing is I want the recording to be in real time. I don't want to chop it up at all. So I'm not going to chop it up, but I think I'll fast forward through my pauses a bit in editing so that you don't have to wait so long. I could add some funny effects like birds chirping and stuff to make it funny, but I'm not sure I want to do that. So I think I'll go with the fast forwarding. Thanks so much for stopping by again today. Really quickly, we were talking last night, and we have guesstimated that we have about 6 loyal fans who basically watch every video that we put up. And so we wanted to say thank you so much to anybody who has watched all of our videos and enjoys them. That's our purpose, is to bring you videos that you enjoy, and to connect to people through our work. So that's really exciting to us that there's 6 people who are connecting to us, and we can't wait to find more. All right, so let's get to what today's topic is. I thought maybe I'd try to get a little personal. I think that's what blogs are supposed to be. We seem to like to get into each other's business. So I have a secret that I can tell you that I'm not sure if I've told anyone. I might have shared it with people. Anyways, yeah, so I have a secret. It has to do with movies, and it has to do with the current selection of movies that have been in the theater for the past year or two. And I don't think it's going to be a popular statement, which is why I'm a little hesitant to say it, but it really is the truth. Now, you have to remember, I love movies. I love movies. If I like a movie, I can watch it 25 times. I could spend a Saturday just watching movie after movie in a movie marathon. I love good TV. I love film. But more recently, I have to be honest with you, I am just absolutely disappointed in the selections that have been brought to theaters. And there is a big reason for this. So first, wait a minute. Let me say, La La Land and Silence, Martin Scorsese's new film Silence and La La Land, I forget the name of who did that, but that's with Ryan Gosling and name up. These two movies look absolutely fantastic. I am so excited to see both of them. La La Land looks like it's a musical. I'm not really into musicals, but the cinematography looks amazing. It looks like it's a great story with great characters. I like both the actors. I'm definitely checking La La Land out. And Silence just looks absolutely fantastic. Really excited about it. I love Scorsese. I love when he doesn't do mob films. He does so many mob films. I like when he does something different. And incredible cast too there. Liam Neeson, Andrew Garfield, Kylo Ren, whoever what his name is. So yeah, so really excited about those two movies. But getting back to The Secret, no, I have not been excited about many movies at all. And the big reason for this is this new trend that's starting, which is cinematic universes. Cinematic universes. They're like, oh my God, they are becoming the bane of my existence. Now, the worst thing about this is they're not going anywhere. They're going to stay here, which is frustrating to me because as soon as, it's difficult for these big studios to continue to make hits because there really are only so many stories to tell. Depending on how you look at it, some people say there's 4 or 8. I think there's, if you look at it through Greek mythology, you can get it down to like 2 or 3 or something. But there really are only so many stories. It's a struggle for original material. This is why Hollywood jumped into trilogies. It just loved that it didn't have to think of a brand new concept, but rather it could expand on a concept that it already knew it was successful. And I'm okay with trilogies. Some of them work out okay. I do not think I've seen one trilogy where I just thought every single installment was absolutely outstanding. Nolan's Batman probably comes the closest. The Matrix was probably one of the biggest disappointments in the world. Iron Man was doing a decent job at it until it just fucked the third one up to all hell. I mean, that shouldn't even been released. They should have just canceled it. And now, so they got the trilogy thing going, but what they discovered, I think, through comic books, certainly seems how it played out, and probably Star Wars, is that you can take a universe and fucking milk movies for 3 decades out of it. And this is what we're going to see the studios do. And I don't know. They'll definitely learn and improve. I mean, there's a lot of talented people in the industry, obviously, that can make amazing work. But they have to compromise with, what's commercial and what executives want. And that's what's going on. But they can still deliver good product. But I think it's going to take a lot of experimentation. And if we look at superhero movies specifically, let's look at them, because I used to love superhero movies and I just don't care about any of them anymore. They're so anticlimactic. There is no, there's rarely a character arc. Now, if we look at the first Iron Man and The Dark Knight, the second Nolan installment, they are awesome character arcs in these 2 superhero movies, and they are fucking fantastic movies. They're thrilling to watch, and the ending is extremely satisfying. This is very rare in superhero movies, and now, especially because there's 20 goddamn superheroes in every superhero movie, you're not going to get character arcs that are meaningful and you can connect to, because there's too many main characters in the movie. It's just a mess. And so then the climax, because it's not because there's not an emotional connection to the character, the climax becomes completely dependent on the action in the movie. And the thing about superhero stories, always, forever, to the end of time, is they suck in the climax, because they just do what they probably could have done in the beginning of the film anyways, and it's just so anticlimactic. I mean, I didn't even see Civil War. I don't even know how it ends, and whatever. They probably end it in a cliffhanger, so it probably doesn't even work. But, and when I saw Avengers, I really wasn't even excited for Avengers. That was the first movie where I kind of just got deflated over superhero movies. And I did like it when I saw it. It was a really entertaining movie. I laughed quite a few times. It was visually fantastic. So I'm not even saying these movies are horrible, but I don't know. They lack something that excites me about movies, and there's so many of them. And knowing that they're just at the beginning of this cinematic universe concept is kind of depressing, because there's so much more to come of it. So if we think of some of the bigger ones, obviously the DC and Marvel, they're 2 of the biggest ones. Now we have Harry Potter with Fantastic Beasts, and who knows what she's going to do with that. And I have no interest in Fantastic Beasts. Again, I really enjoyed the Harry Potter movies. Not movies that I was in love with, but they're good movies. And for the audience that they're meant for, they're fantastic movies. So, but I don't want to see Fantastic Beasts. And then Star Wars, which... Star Wars could lead to even a bigger confession, which I could probably make a whole nother video on itself. And I probably should, because I need material. So maybe I could, maybe you can guess, and maybe I'll do tomorrow's video on it. I don't know. But Star Wars, and we got Rogue One out. Now, the most exciting thing about the Star Wars cinematic universe, about episode 7 and 8 and 9, and now this Rogue One that's coming out, is the female leads. The fact that episode 7, 8, and 9 has a female protagonist is just huge. I mean, it's probably the biggest trilogy of the decade, and they put a female protagonist in charge for it. And that is a huge sign of where Hollywood's headed, what they're open to, what the public wants to embrace. And it's just great to see. It's really fantastic. And she is awesome. What a great lead. And the lead in Rogue One also looks really awesome. Two beautiful and soft yet powerful females. And that's really what we need. This is very important. It's something that we talk about as far as Fury Road in our Fury Road video, which is part of empowering women in society is we're making a mistake in turning women into men. And that's not what we want to do. So, love the female protagonist in the cinematic universe of Star Wars that we've seen over the past few years. I'm very excited about that. And I did enjoy Episode 7. I loved Kylo Ren. He was a great villain. I really liked Rey. And it was a pretty decent movie. So those are the four big ones, which is DC, Marvel, Harry Potter, and Star Wars. And I probably am missing one. And there's going to definitely be more. Anybody that can pull together a cinematic universe is going to start pulling together cinematic universes. I wouldn't even be shocked if we saw directors, filmmakers who, like a Scorsese or a Nolan or an Oliver Stone, who, is a filmmaker. They direct all their films. They're involved in the writing. They're involved in the producing. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some of these people take some of their older characters and put them together into newer and different situations. Tarantino, right? Oh my God, how awesome would be that? So, cinematic universes. It is a concept in our reality right now. Hollywood is going to exploit the hell out of this as much as they can. And it's interesting. And we're going to see a lot of shit because of it, because they're going to have to make mistakes. But it's funny what is shit and what isn't shit, too, because... And here's another thing that really, really bothers me, and I honestly don't talk about it to other people because I don't want to listen to the reactions, is why the fuck did anybody like Deadpool? This horrible piece of shit movie was just awful. It was so anticlimactic. So what? The guy talked to the camera. Who gives a shit? Now, there was maybe, I don't know, like 5 or 6 funny lines in this movie. There was one action scene. The action looked so awesome in the trailer. I could not wait to see this movie. He looked funny. The suit looked awesome. I like Ryan Reynolds. And the action looked absolutely incredible. The movie is one freaking action scene. Slowed down. Showed over and over and over again. This really agitated me. The sex, what am I supposed to be like, surprised? And oh my God, a superhero's having sex. Oh, this. I don't give a fuck. This was a waste of time. And... the ending. We watched him for like 5 minutes gather weapons. And then he forgets the bag in the taxi. This is the essence of bullshit in a movie. So now we have the second one coming out. And this guy just got elected or nominated or awarded. I don't even know what the fuck the word is. Entertainer of the Year. He did an awesome job playing Deadpool. I would never deny that. Entertainer of the Year. I mean, oh my God. And then everybody's so excited about the second Deadpool, and it's going to have all the same stuff as the first one. Of course it is. So I don't know. I really don't get that. I'm just completely lost on that one. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to see the second one. I feel like the first one was essentially a waste of my time. Did I like any of the other heroes in the second one? I think I thought one of the females was really hot, but I can't even remember, to be honest. Yeah, so cinematic universes. They're invading us. They're going to be the cause of a lot of shit, but hopefully Hollywood will figure out a good way to approach them and deliver us some solid movies. And as far as the superheroes, please stop putting 20 in a movie. It did sound like a cool idea. I've not seen Suicide Squad yet because I'm not running out to the theater for these movies. If I was to run out to the last movie I actually was halfway motivated to go see in the theater was Arrival. And I just didn't get around to seeing it because I rarely leave the house. Yeah, so Suicide Squad. I am looking forward to seeing that. I hope it came out good. I like a lot of the characters and actors, and it did seem like a cool concept. And that's a group of 5, and I think they definitely have a main. I think it seems like Will Smith and I don't do well with names. They're really not important to me. Whatever Harley Quinn's character is, I can't remember her name. She looks awesome, and I've loved the previous work she's done. I think she's really talented, and she's just beautiful. So yeah, I am excited to see that. And I think, I guess that's it. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you tomorrow. It's just fucking horrible.